Welcome back, beer tubers. Ryan here with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Joined by Jameson from Jameson's Beer Reviews. It's been a while since we've done a collab beer.
Yes.
And we're going to be taking a look at a sour, which we are both big fans of. And although we've never had this one before, this is from Hanssens Artisanal, and this is their Oude Gueuze. Never heard of Hanssens. They're actually not a brewery. They are a blender of lambics, and they acquire all their lambics from Girardin, Boone, and Lindemans. So, and they just take all those lambics and they make their own blends out of them. So, look forward to trying to see how this is. Good pop.
Definitely good pop.
Now, I believe you bought this when you were out here for San Diego Beer Week, right?
Yep, sure did.
So, I assume we have roughly the same beer.
Yeah.
There's no real bottle codes on it or really anything other than a little tick mark, but
Right. It's got to be the same batch.
yeah, we're pretty sure it's the same batch, so we should get a good idea of where this one stands between the two of us. Get pretty good carbonation, you know, not much of a head as you expect.
Yeah, surprisingly clear on my end. Very
It was, yeah,
clear.
it's actually really clear. Didn't get a lot of that yeast in there.
Yeah, not huge carbonation, but looks good. Should we get the nose?
Yeah, let's get the nose. First thing I get is apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, definitely.
Some funkiness in there.
A little bit. Definitely that apple cider. Sometimes I think of red wine vinegar too.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Well, you know, you do get, you know, it's not super like barnyard funk. It's a little more of that hay funkiness, I think.
Yeah, a little bit of hay, bread influence in there.
Yeah, definitely. I get a lot of, you know, like brighter fruits. You know, like pears. Maybe like an apple character in there as well. That kind of fruitiness to it.
Yeah, I get a little bit of like a white grape as well.
Yeah. I mean, it smells kind of what I'd come to expect from a goose. Seems like there's a
Yeah.
decent tartness on there, even though the bottle says it's been aged 3 years. So
Yeah.
let's give it a
It
try.
doesn't smell too complex, but
Yeah. Let's,
all right.
we'll see how it is.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's pretty tart up front.
Yeah, nice and tart. It's got a real clean finish. Get that Brett funkiness in there. A little bit of white grape. Apple cider vinegar again.
Yeah, it's got a good puckering sourness up front. Not quite like Mother Funker I just had, but it's, you know, it's a good refreshing if you're into sours and you like that real sourness. I think people would enjoy this one in terms of that initial just bite that you kind of feel in your jaws.
Yeah, this sourness level is really a nice sourness level for me. I mean, this is like the sourness level that I really enjoy.
Yeah, and it's something you can drink quite a bit of as opposed to some others where it's like might after time just kind of grind down your palate to it and just kind of wreck it.
Yeah, or give you indigestion.
Yeah, that too. So yeah, because these beers are pretty low on their pH scale. You know, they're pretty acidic, and you definitely get that acidic sort of
Yep.
apple cider vinegar, white wine vinegar, maybe even kind of thing going up front. Not as complex, I know, that we'd like. You kind of figured that out on the nose, but
Yeah, it's definitely not a complex one. Just doesn't taste like very much variation of Brett or different bugs got into this one. So
yeah, just really like a acetic acid kind of component. There's definitely some bread in there. It's just not very prominent.
yeah,
And it's hard to say, you know, where they got their lambics and how much of that character they wanted to kind of let go in terms of the Brett, and because it definitely doesn't seem like I think we both like the lambics or Gueuzes where they have that like multiple strains of Brett that are in there. that just kind of really add a lot of complexity. And then maybe some of the Brett's even producing some fruitiness on it, to kind of help out.
Yeah, very well could be on that one.
It's a little
Yeah,
more like fruity, maybe hay-like, earthy kind of Brett, not that barnyard funkiness.
right.
All right, so we took a little break and just discussed the beer a bit more, and we're ready to rate it. So, Jameson, what do you think about it?
Well, I think it's a good beer. It's definitely got a great tartness level. It's refreshing. It's crisp. It's it's got a lot of components that I like in a sour, but it's just lacking that complexity. Like you said, it's got the hay-like Brett character and the apple cider vinegar, maybe white wine vinegar kind of thing going on, but overall, it's just not very complex, but still a very drinkable, good lambic. I'm going to say a B on this one.
Yeah, I kind of agree. On the scale of balance, it's definitely leaning more towards being unbalanced in its sour tart character, which is it can be really nice. But the back end of the beer just kind of doesn't have that complexity you want. The Brett character, maybe some other bacteria, and you kind of just get this generic kind of fruitiness in there. There's not really a whole lot to pick out and kind of just get all these little nuances. It's not very nuanced beer, so I'll go B2 just because of that nice, refreshing acidic character up front. Just is a good tartness to it. So I think it's worth checking out if you like sours and you're a sour head, but um, it's maybe a more intermediate kind of level sour. So if you're kind of doing some of the newer ones, less tart ones, maybe a good one to step up to before you kind of hit the major Gueuses that I've reviewed, the Girardins, the Cantillons, the Three Fontainens. Those are definitely a level above where this beer's at for me. So
Yep, I would tend to agree with that.
so that's gonna wrap it up for this collab review of the Hanssens Artisanal Oude Gueuze. A B from both of us. Check out Jameson's channel and Tantrum777 on YouTube. And until next time, comment and subscribe. Cheers.
Cheers.